everybody, this is Dear Mama Sal, and it is 12:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, and it's 0 which we know is 32 degrees, so really quite nasty. It's a sort of overcast day, chilly as you can gather, but overcast, and so somehow that feels colder. As you know, we've had some colder days but with beautiful sunshine, and that doesn't feel as cold, but you know, you start feeling that the moisture is coming in, and that is what makes us really cold here in BC, is when you've got that precipitation coming in at the same time, and then it feels, yeah, pretty chilly. So I'm just off to get a refill of some medicines and do a little bit of shopping, get some fruit and vegetables for the week, and then we'll be coming back and doing a quick broadcast. It's funny, I put on, you remember I bought that all-in-one makeup thing on sale after Christmas, and today I'm wearing some of the lipstick out of that, and it's sticky. I've already had to replace it, and I've only had it on a couple of hours, if that, and it's sticky. It feels like if I actually left my lips closed, they might stick together forever, which is not a good feeling. So I'm not quite sure what they put in their lipsticks, but it is interesting, whatever it is. So I thought what I might do is pop into the local store and try some new lipsticks that I know you guys probably would like me to try on your behalf. I don't know, I've been watching the ads for the new Revlon sort of pencil type one. Well, looks more like a big crayon. I'm thinking that that must be quite nice to try out. Ah, I certainly got a full car park here. So I think I'm going to go underground, because underground is warmer for some reason. No wind. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright everybody, we will see you a bit later. Now I'm going to do some, I'm going to try and do a vlog tomorrow for you. Okay, this is DearMamaSal going shopping. Bye for now. Oh, hi everybody, this is my stir-fried breakfast. Got a couple of small potatoes in there, just a couple. I've got about a handful of, I'd say about a quarter of a cup of leeks, and about the same of red onions. And I'm just cooking those up quietly while I do the rest of it. I've done some mushrooms, I'm about to do some celery here, and then I'll also add some red pepper for show. Okay, so I've got the potatoes, the onions, and now the celery all cooking together, and the leeks. Okay, and they're all what I call the hard vegetables. So I'm going to cook those pretty much through. I'm going to add to them in a few minutes the peppers and the mushrooms, and I'm also going to add some green onions just for the look of it as well. Then what I've done here is I have beaten up the 6 eggs here. I think it's 5 or 6 anyway, and also the whites here, which I'm going to put in the magic bullet. making what you call a French omelette, which is the one that rises up. I personally think it's the best omelette in the world, mainly because it looks good. And you know me, I like it when it looks good. Alright, I'll be back to you when we're ready for the next. The potatoes are nearly done, and you can tell that just by trying to break one in half. They're not quite done, but we don't want them totally done yet. And so I've added the peppers and the mushrooms, and we'll just let that cook a little bit more. And so now I've just added in the last of the extra ingredients, which is the green pepper. I've just thrown that in. So that's looking quite colourful now, which is what we were looking for. And that's just about as done as I want it. You still want it a little bit crispy. And then we're going to do the egg mixture. And that's going to hopefully taste wonderful. Yeah, right. So I've put the vegetables to the side. I now got some pre-cooked bacon that I'm just going to warm up, and that will also give us the a nice surface for the omelette to work on. So we'll just let that warm up a bit. Really, whenever you're doing anything like this, whether it's a stir fry or just a, you know, what I call a farmer's breakfast, the only thing you really need to think about is going backwards. You know, look at what you want to sort of include, be that potatoes or onions or whatever, and go, which are the hardest vegetables, and start those cooking first. And then systematically walk towards the ones that, for example, this bacon is already pre-cooked, so it only just needs to warm up. It doesn't have to cook. And and then the very last thing we're going to do is the eggs, and then we're going to add everything back into it and have ourselves a brunch. Today is family day in Canada, and so that's why we're having a very late breakfast. Very late indeed. Alright, so now I've just whipped up the egg whites a bit in the bullet, and going to throw that into, there we go, into there. And the trick is, by the way, don't ask me why, but when you have the egg whites, you don't want any of the egg yolks in there. It'll stop it from fluffing up. And when you mix it, just as you can see, I'm sort of just folding it rather than doing a heavy mix. Okay? Then all you do is you throw that mixture Now, I didn't fluff the eggs up quite as much as I normally do because I'm hungry. Now, all I'm going to do is cover it. And as you will see, after a few minutes, if everything's working well, the egg whites will lift up, and then I'll be able to add in the mixture that we've got here. And very soon after that, we will have breakfast. Okay, so now we've got that's sort of half cooked. So now we're going to throw the vegetables in, and just going to cover it and let it cook a little bit more. And by the way, I think I started this at 148, so I let it 49.50. Just for 4 minutes I let it cook, and then I added the vegetables. And we're not going to let this cook for a whole lot longer. I'm really just, more than anything, warming up the vegetables that we had ready. Just to give it a bit more zip, I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese in it. And again, just really for flavor more than anything else, but we're just about ready to go. Oh, and the reason I know that is the color of the outside of the omelette. Can you see that it's turning brown? Pretty sure sign. Right, so now I've just put some orange on the plate, because if it's there then probably I'll eat it, but if it isn't I won't. And now all I'm going to do, I don't know if I can do it one-handed, but I'm going to try, is I'm just going to flip over the omelette like that. You can probably see the size, the thickness of it. And that's called a French omelette. So now I'm going to divide it in half. And I'm going to try and serve it, but I'm going to use two hands to do that. There is a pretty thick looking omelette, as you can see, and definitely a meal. it's not what I call a quick snack, it is a meal. So we're going to go and enjoy this now. Bye for now.